This is a new guitar that I just built. I haven't really played it because I can't get the trem to be um, stable. Actually, it used to be a Stratocaster, like I said, but a flame top, drop top. This took a lot of effort. Um, over the normal strap body and then change the contour a little bit. Basically, all you could do is subtract, so it's carved down. So they went back and forth a little bit with Floyd Rose technical support and basically front edge, which I looked at it and the chrome plate was coming off a little bit, but it looked okay. And besides, all I ever did was install the plate, and I think it kind of came in a little high, so I screwed it down with the string at tension, which may not have been a good idea, although some people in the forum said it shouldn't matter. Their point was, hey, check to make sure that the springs are not hanging in the back, because that usually makes the string unstable. Am I upside down on this? The other thing is hey, make the plate as flat as possible. And yeah, it is not completely flat, but it shouldn't really matter. So basically, what I did was got another plate. So basically looking at the knife edge part of the plate, because that's the only thing I could really think of that could be causing it. So I'm going to swap it out and see what happens. So the trem plate is almost flat, a little down on the tail side. And I took the cable out because it seems like it was a problem. So if I go E, that's at least flat. But if I move the trem down just a little bit, yeah, you could tell that the pitch shifted down. So now it's way flat. And that is about a 10 cent flat. If I pull the arm back up, it'll go back into tune or where it started. Now if I pull the trem up, it doesn't really affect it. So you could hear the pitch is different. And when I trim down, if I pull the trem up, it'll come back into, don't make a lie out of me, tune. Here you go. And we're not talking just the dive bombs, but it's just a weak vibrato, and I'm flat also. Right? So basically trying to diagnose why it does this and then try to fix it. Let's see, one more time. So E, let's see, come on. What's wrong with this tuner? Low battery or something. So it's slightly sharp on the E. Again, dive bomb. It gets back up to pitch. Oops. Hello. To where it was. And if I pull up, let go, yeah, so it's mostly in pitch. Right. So it won't be a level where I'd be complaining about this thing going out of tune, although it's not perfect. So the first thing you would look is that the spring is catching on the back. Right. So I actually have 5 strings trying to get the best stability out of it. But if I push on the springs, you could see that in the trem normal floating position, I don't know if you can see it, but basically if I push down, so it's not contacting anything. So it's not like the middle of the spring is hanging up. Not sure you could see it, but yeah, there's play with the spring. And where's the trem arm? With the trem arm down, You see it stretch. Still, there's movement in the springs. So none of the strings is dragging with the floating position or the arm down or even the arm up position. Okay, so here is the knife edge. The damage, yeah, I guess it is. It looks a little flattened, although it's really hard to say. So basically the chrome plating is peeled off. And this is just from turning the studs within it to lower the bridge. That's all I ever did to it. This is the underside. Here is a new plate. It's very clean. So we'll see what happens. So the natural question is, what's it look on the stud side? Kind of hard to say. Maybe I should switch out the studs too. Yeah, we'll try it, and if not, have to change it too. So you see the stud's a little bit loose, so you can see that there's a Teflon tape that I put in there, so it won't move at all. It's down in there too. Okay, so it's been set up with a new trim plate, and it's pretty flat, I would say. So on the E string, and unfortunately, when you do this, the pitch still goes back down by about 10 cents. And when you pull it up, it goes back into pitch. So even this movement causes the pitch to go flat. So what could it be? Maybe I'll replace the studs next, see what happens. So I got the studs for the Floyd Rose 1000 series. So this is a special stud. And you can see that it actually does move quite a bit. It is in quite a bit. So I'm thinking this had something to do with it. Whereas Floyd Rose 1000 studs, which is kind of tough to get in, is so much more accurate. There's a lot less play in here. Let's see. So when I was first jiggling it, I had it into about here, and you can see that there's hardly any movement here. Okay, so I replaced the stud. Basically just replaced the insert part of the stud. this is a Floyd Rose Special insert, sitting in a Floyd Rose 1000 casing nut. I don't know what it's called. Basically, I didn't bother changing this part because it's too much of a hassle, and I just changed this one. And the Floyd Rose 1000 stud is actually insert is much more accurate, I guess. It doesn't move around at all. So this is the Floyd Rose 1000 series stud. So what does it do? So at E, yeah, it's right about in pitch. Completely loose. Go back up, and I'm back in pitch. So I'm happy. So in the case, if you do have a Floyd Rose, possibly it's only for a Floyd Rose Special, which is sort of the cheapo version of the Floyd Rose. And if you do have a problem where if you trim down and your pitch goes down and basically it doesn't come up, if you pull up on the trim lever, you could get it back in tune, but that's, kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a Floyd Rose. So in that case, I'd say change this to the Floyd Rose 1000, or maybe even the original. I'm not really sure what it is, but on one of the shopping website I was looking at, it mentioned that the 1000 series was an upgrade from the Floyd Rose Special version. That's why I tried it, and it seems to have worked for me. Okay, good luck.